All right, hello everyone. I do not have time later today, unfortunately, to make my Sunday stock watch once overnight market is open. So if my numbers are a bit off, or I might just actually keep this pretty short and mainly just go over economic data, and it's also earnings season once again, so I'm gonna go over some of that. But we'll see. So, anyways, for economic data, let's just get into it right now. Monday, we have leading economic indicators. Tuesday, we have a couple Fed speakers to watch for. Wednesday, we do have PMI, Fed Beige Book. Those will both be important. And then looks like some Fed speakers throughout the day to just watch out for. Thursday, initial jobless claims, durable goods orders. Yeah, not too much going on Thursday. And then Friday, consumer sentiment will be important. So, not a whole lot, just some Fed speakers and a couple important things, but nothing too crazy for next week. But let's get into earnings. We have an exciting week. So, Monday, I won't be watching much, but you can obviously view it here, and you can just go on either earningswhisperers.com or on Twitter, they post it, or X, whatever. Monday, I won't be watching for a whole lot. Tuesday, obviously Tesla, but before open, Lockheed, I'll be watching for. Not much else before open, but after close, Tesla, I'll be watching for. And then Wednesday, I will be watching for Boeing before market open, and then AT&T, and then after close, IBM, Chipotle, I'll take a look at. But yeah, and then Thursday, nothing really for me before open, but I'll be watching after for Intel, Google, T-Mobile probably, and then Friday, not a whole lot. So earnings season, once again, we have a lot of fun stuff going on, and we are at a pretty pivotal point in our markets. If earnings aren't holding up well, oh boy, we're not looking too hot. But anyways, for tomorrow open, I'm hoping, we start to break out of, that kind of range we were in last week. We didn't, on the 1 hour, but we didn't, get a whole lot of opportunities last week, which is okay. That's kind of what happens. Sometimes you just have to sit on the sidelines. So I'm hoping, we see some more coming this week. But anyways, if overnight market, for some reason we're more bullish, we could easily see back above 450 going into tomorrow, into that 452 to like 455 area. For more bearish, I would like to see under 441 reaching into that 438 to 435 range for Qs. Tesla, I don't really want to talk about Tesla too much. I'm definitely not going to be trading it pre-earnings. Contracts are going to be insanely expensive, and probably also not going to move a whole lot pre-earnings, so definitely be very curious to see where this ends up after earnings. I honestly don't really know. Nvidia is a big one. Definitely a whole lot going on with China and the United States with Nvidia, so we're really going to have to just wait to see if we get any more news, but I could definitely see some more downside into that 95 area if we don't hear anything else, and we're just waiting for news. I would be expecting a little bit more downside. But if we do get some good news, we could easily see Nvidia back above 105 to 108 area, 110, just depending on news with Nvidia, which is also why the Sunday stock watch is going to be pretty short. I don't want to give out a whole lot because I'm very blindsided right now. Just waiting to see overnight and see if we get any more tariff news. Basically, just want to sit on the sidelines. But yeah, Coinbase is a big one I'm going to be watching for going into next week. Coinbase, MSTR, Mara, really great couple stocks to be watching that trade with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been not bullish, but we've been holding up really well. Crypto's been back up. Solana's back at almost 140. I've been watching that. So crypto's been doing, a lot better than it previously was. So coin, definitely going to see if we could hold above 180 heading into tomorrow and this week, and I would love to see back into that 190 to 200 area with coin. If we do get downside, I'm not really going to be playing it. We'll see. But we could for sure see back under 170 reaching into that, 162 to 159 almost range with coin. Mara's a great one. I would love to see Mara, reach back above $13 this week. Even if we look on like the daily chart, I would love to see a breakout if Bitcoin really starts moving this week for any reason. But yeah, back above 13, easily could see to $14.50 to $15. So definitely be watching for that. Again, downside, I will not be playing Mara. Take a quick look at Apple. Apple obviously hasn't been doing too hot, especially because of all the tariff news as well. So this one, same like NVIDIA, we're just going to have to wait and see. I would love to see us back above 200 though and hold that up once again and, see back to maybe 205 to 210 area. If we do get more downside, 195, we could see down to, below 190 into that 187 range. So definitely watch for that. Meta's a good one as well. Not doing too hot either, but I would love to see how this one performs this next week. Love to see Meta back above, holding up 510. We could even see 530 easily with how much Meta moves. Below it, back into that 490 to 485 range, even 480. So just be watching for that. Google, not really going to go over. Netflix, obviously, really well after earnings. So maybe we'll see this push us up, especially tech sector. I don't know, though. So yeah, we're currently holding above 1,000 now, which we haven't seen in a good while. Since all that tariff news first started coming out, we've been holding just under, 1,000 recently since like February. So would love to see it reaching back up kind of to this high. Maybe we'll see a new high above there, above 1,060. Could continue to 1,100. We'll see, whichever way Netflix goes. But keep in mind, contracts on Netflix are really expensive, so definitely be careful if you are looking to trade it. Other than that, not really going to be looking at a whole lot else. MSTR, again, good trader with, good to trade with Bitcoin. So I would like to see us maybe hold above this 316, 315 area and continue higher into 325 to maybe 340 with how much MSTR moves. If we do end up getting downside, we could easily see back into 300 below there to 280 range. And then Broadcom, honestly, not really going to be watching, so I'm not going to go over that. HIMS, if we do get some bullishness this week, I would love to see HIMS, reaching back above $28.50 to $30. So I'll be watching for that. Downside on HIMS, I will not be playing. And then Snow is a good one as well. We're really in a range right now, so I would love to see us back above 143, reaching, potentially above this 150 area. That would be really great to see. But yeah, I think that will be it for me. Really short Sunday stock watch. I'm sorry I cannot do it after we see overnight market open. But just make sure to be watching for that, marking your levels down and everything. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a great week of trading. Happy Easter Sunday. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all later.